What exactly is quality footwear? Which trend in shoes, boots and sneakers is popular right now? Which designers create unique and perfect footwear? All this in today's edition of Gloss. If you don't want to shock people, then going barefoot is not for you. You need footwear to look decent. Even ancient people couldn't live without this detail. Ancient Egypt gave sandals to the world. Of course, this luxury was not allowed to all Egyptians, only to the upper class, and they had to take off their footwear when entering Pharaoh's courtyard. Egyptian sandals were a piece of palm or papyrus connected by two straps. Nothing complicated, but in those times it was both a privilege and status. Unlike the Egyptians or Romans, the Greeks were the most inventive in designing footwear. Apart from sandals, there were semi-shoes with a backdrop, as well as women's shoes such as white Persian sandals. The history of footwear is a unique process and the longest evolutionary path if we compare it with other items in one's wardrobe. Here, from the first sandals in the south and furs on the feet in the north, a great deal of time has passed. It depended primarily on sewing skills and industrial progress. Wooden and straw shoes, gold-clothed shoes, and Venetian high shoes are all the merit of the old masters. Despite the variety of footwear today, modern footwear designers still draw inspiration from museums exhibits from years gone by. The only thing that remains unchanged is the issue of quality and comfort. Precisely, what is quality footwear? Everything is important in quality footwear. Naturally, if the material is high-quality stuff, then it's the key to success. In addition to everything, each step in their manufacture is very important. That means how the shoe is sewn, the cutting, gluing, and eventually how the shoe is put on the sole. Everything is important, literally. High-quality footwear has no visible seams. Its edges are smooth, neatly made and have no glue. When you take them in your hands, they have no crooked lines or uneven edges. We're well aware that poor quality footwear leads to health problems, including not only corns but also foot deformities. Therefore, the importance of footwear quality should not be understated. First of all, focus on the comfort and then the beauty of the chosen model. So let's look at the main tips for selecting footwear. Always try them on. Despite numerous online footwear shops, you should try them on when buying shoes. You need to walk around and make sure that the footwear is a good fit and don't press. Many shops now offer delivery with fitting, which significantly improves the quality of customer care and service. Only natural materials, leather and suede, are perfect for shoemaking. They absorb moisture and protect the skin from becoming irritated. The height of the heel. This recommendation applies to women's shoes. Comfortable footwear is footwear you can wear from 10 hours and won't feel them on your feet. The best option for work is a heel of up to 4 cm. Besides, this height is now relevant. If we're talking about more sophisticated evening footwear, these are of course kitten heels, or little heels, which are usually 3 cm high. When choosing between shoes with or without orthopedic insoles, you should always choose an orthopedic insole. It removes the load from the foot. By choosing footwear from natural materials, you are choosing health. Shoes, boots, high boots, and even sandals made out of suede or leather help to transport oxygen and retain the exchange of natural heat. Besides high quality, the matter of choice of fashionable models of footwear always remains. As for women's footwear, ugly shoes are popular right now. There are huge sneakers or shoes from the 1990s, which make the foot look unrealistically big, even the smallest foot. Cossack-type shoes with a beveled heel are also fashionable, and boots with a thick sole of various colors, they can even be white, rough-looking boots, are very much in fashion. Let's talk about what kind of footwear is on offer this winter. Women usually want to have some sort of universal footwear that can be worn with a dress or a skirt. You can safely choose high boots with a wide top, but without a heel. But those who prefer trousers have to choose between sports shoes and short shoes, which are not always as comfortable as sporty models. Analyze your wardrobe. And if you prefer jeans, then you should buy warm sneakers. But if you wear classic pants, don't deny yourself the chance to wear warm, neat shoes. And now to spring-summer collections. Everything is more or less straightforward. Ballet shoes and non-sport sneakers are good for all outfits, but the color palette of trendy footwear can inspire your imagination to roam. Black is always in high regard, holding its eternal first place. The next favorite of designers is red, and gray took third place. This is about the basic colors. Blue, metallic and white are also in vogue. Varied ornament and decorative elements such as sequins, bows and perforation are now in fashion. If you look at what the fashion podium is dictating, then some models seem absolutely crazy. However, you can go out wearing plastic shoes with spikes. With this wild variety around, the question as to what will never go out of fashion remains very much an open one. I believe that court shoes and ballet shoes without heels will never go out of style. They'll always be popular. As for court shoes, they're classic footwear. They were so and will be forever. It's a little easier with men's footwear. Like a men's suit, footwear also demands an individual approach because the male figure and the foot have their own features to be taken into account. It should be, just like the suit, comfortable and it should fit.
Она должна быть как и костюм удобная, это 100%, и она должна подходить.
I'm not categorically against a man wearing a classic men's suit with sneakers or running shoes, but special events such as a visit to the bank require a certain dress code.
Мероприятие это может быть уместно, но не в банк.
When watching the process by which shoes are chosen, we rarely stop to think about how they're made. It includes many stages from design to the ready-made product. Ukrainian footwear designers who are passionate about their work share their impressions. They consider shoemaking to be quite ordinary. Shoemaking is actually not a very complicated process. We begin with the design. We create certain patterns. Pick a sole you like, put it on the block and then draw a design sketch. We can make certain corrections during these stages. Although it's not so simple. We should go through fire and water to understand how this process should work. Ukrainian footwear designers have their own unique style. I design ironic footwear. I like the presence of architecture and irony in shoes, so that it's sufficiently recognizable. I prefer unorthodox heels, noses, forms, so that there is some kind of standout feature making it special. We've been decorating our footwear with decor depicting cats for several years in a row now. Such footwear designers require inspiration. I draw inspiration from traveling, looking through magazines. This inspires me. I catch a thought and draw a design sketch. Interestingly enough, inspiration often leads to original ideas. We invented by chance high boots with leather bows on top last year. From above, they were so massive that nobody believed that someone could wear them in winter and autumn. We did a photo session and then sent them to our customers, and we managed to sell them. And this model became a top-of-the-range one by late January. While Ukrainian designers are on the road to world fashion, European fashion masters are dictating it to us. The word Laboutins was very popular a few years ago. What's so unique about them? An unknown designer by the name of Christian Louboutin was not impressed by a particular fashion show of one Parisian fashion house. He looked everywhere except at the catwalk. And it was quite by chance that he paid attention to the bright red lacquer in his neighbor's nails. That was all he needed to get inspired. The next day, Christian Louboutin painted the soles of his shoes from his new collection red. Since then, the shoes of this designer have become synonymous with the word trend in the shoe world. By the way, the ingredients of the red paint composition for soles are kept secret. This is no surprise, as the composition is unique and good to wear for many years. Though, to be honest, fashion for Louboutin's invention is gradually fading away. Louboutin's shoes were popular among certain sections of the population. As for Louboutins, the fashion for them is cyclical. They were in vogue for quite a long time. But now they're becoming less popular. Footwear is like accessories. They can either underline your style or play a trick on you. Despite freedom in the fashion world, some rules cannot be broken. For example, your footwear should always be clean. Shoes require care. It is no longer a problem to find items for suede, leather and nubuck care. Creams, special brushes, sprays, and even paints. You will always look elegant and right if you purchase classic court shoes. They're almost always good and with many looks. If you want to keep up with the times, then get non-sport sneakers. Modern trends can bring comfort to your busy life. Those who like to experiment should focus on works by Ukrainian designers, where they can find the ideal, unusual shoes. And there's only a rule that always works. The main thing about shoes is comfort. Choose that footwear which is comfortable for you, and your feet will thank you with a confident and airy gait.